She's 9 years old. She runs no company. She doesn't act. She doesn't sing. And yet, her net worth surpasses Beyoncé, Zendaya, even some Fortune 500 CEOs. How is this possible? How did Princess Charlotte become the richest child on Earth? Stay with us, because the truth about Charlotte will change how you see legacy, image, and royal power forever. But before we dig into the royal vault, subscribe now and turn on notifications, because the stories that truly shape our world are the ones they don't teach in school. Princess Charlotte Elizabeth Diana was born on May 2, 2015, in London's St. Mary's Hospital. Her name, a tribute to her grandfather King Charles, her great-grandmother Queen Elizabeth II, and the legendary Princess Diana. From the moment she was born, the world stopped. Her first photo was seen in 190 countries within 24 hours. She wasn't just a baby. She was already a global phenomenon. Charlotte isn't just royal, she's historical. She's the first British royal girl in history who won't be overtaken in the line of succession by a younger brother. A law changed just 2 years before her birth. Before Charlotte, younger brothers would automatically outrank their sisters. But not anymore. Charlotte remains third in line to the throne, and a symbol of a modernized monarchy. Every time Charlotte appears in public, the Charlotte effect kicks in. A $45 coat, sold out in 3 hours. A children's dress from a boutique, gone worldwide before sunset. Even her birthday photos crash websites without saying a word, without doing a single brand deal. She generates an estimated $150 million per year in economic value. Her personal brand is valued at over $4.3 billion. She doesn't need to build an empire. She is one. So what's it like to be the world's richest child? No mansions in her name. No private jets. No wild celebrity parties. Instead, she lives in Adelaide Cottage, just outside Windsor Castle. She attends Lambrook School, with a strict curriculum and royal protocol training. She spends weekends riding horses, studying etiquette, and rehearsing how to wave in public. Everything, from her clothes to her handwriting, is carefully designed. Because Charlotte doesn't just represent wealth, she represents the future of a 1,000-year-old institution. Unlike influencers or child actors, Charlotte has no public profile, no interviews, no social media, no TikTok dances, and yet her image is one of the most profitable in the world. Fashion brands now release entire lines based on her outfits. The Charlotte look is a trend in itself. She's not just a child, she's a silent empire, operating at the intersection of royalty, branding, and media. Unlike celebrity kids who fade with time, Charlotte's public presence is only getting stronger. Why? She'll attend state events. She'll inherit titles, possibly the Duchess of Edinburgh. Her wedding will be watched by billions. Each moment becomes money. Each appearance becomes value. Experts say her brand value may exceed $10 billion by the time she turns 18, all without a single business move, just by being born royal. But now ask yourself this: what does it really mean to be rich? Charlotte lives under a spotlight. No privacy, no voice, no room for mistakes. Everything she says or doesn't say will be scrutinized. She can't choose who to be. She was born with a script. Her wealth is real. But so are the invisible chains. Her full name is more than tradition. Charlotte, after King Charles. Elizabeth, the longest reigning queen. Diana, the people's princess. These names aren't just honoring history. They're strategically crafted symbols. Charlotte is already part of a larger narrative, one designed to inspire trust, nostalgia, and royalty itself. In the royal family, they don't sell products, they sell stories, and she's their most powerful chapter yet. Marketing experts have analyzed Princess Charlotte's face. Why? Because her expressions, her soft features, her smile, her natural elegance trigger emotional responses. Studies show that Charlotte is one of the most emotionally photogenic children on Earth. In other words, she sells without even trying. This is not just royalty, it's genetic branding. Princesses used to live in castles. Now, they live in the scroll of your phone. And Charlotte, she's one of the most visible children in digital history, without ever uploading a single photo herself. Her image is protected like military intelligence, and yet it's everywhere, celebrated, replicated, monetized. This is no longer just monarchy. It's royalty 2.0. Optimized for global branding. What if, at 18, Charlotte refused it all? What if she left the palace, walked away from her titles, her billions, her destiny? Could she? Legally, yes, but socially, unthinkable. Refusing the crown isn't just personal. It would shake the monarchy to its core. But maybe that would be her ultimate power. To choose her own story. We see a princess, but history has shown us what it really means to be one. Princess Margaret, forbidden from marrying the man she loved. Princess Diana, loved by the people, destroyed by the system. Meghan Markle, pushed out by judgment and tradition. And now Charlotte, young, pure, watched, but the chessboard already in motion. What if Princess Charlotte becomes more than just a royal figure? What if she becomes the face of a new monarchy? One that isn't defined by thrones and tiaras, but by diplomacy, technology, and global influence. In a post-Elizabeth II world, the royal family is no longer untouchable. Its survival depends on one thing: relevance. And Charlotte, with her youth, her symbolic power, and her generational appeal, might just become the key to royal evolution. Unlike monarchs of the past, Charlotte's influence won't be limited to Britain. She's already a global icon. From Tokyo fashion blogs to American tabloids, think about it. She's been on more front pages than most world leaders, without speaking a single word. What happens when she does? What happens when she gives her first speech, or leads her first charitable campaign, or appears at the UN representing a new kind of royal diplomacy? She won't just inherit castles. She may inherit global soft power. And in today's world, that's worth more than gold. Behind every photo of Charlotte smiling at a royal event, there's a massive system at work. Public relations teams, media advisors, psychological coaches, political analysts. Her outfits, chosen to balance tradition and trend. Her gestures, trained to radiate elegance without arrogance. Her education, not just elite, but strategic. Languages, diplomacy, international law, tools for a queen of the 21st century. Because in the monarchy, nothing is accidental. Look closely and you'll see patterns repeating. Just like Elizabeth was shaped by war and duty, Charlotte is being shaped by media and modernity. Just like Diana became the people's princess, Charlotte may become the people's future. But remember what happened to Diana. Fame can turn into a cage, popularity into pressure. Will Charlotte break the pattern or repeat it? What if one day Charlotte dreams of being ordinary, to walk down a street unnoticed, to love without headlines, to cry without cameras? Can she ever have that? Or is her life already scripted, not by fate, but by the world's expectations? After all, When your face is known in every country on earth before you lose your baby teeth, can you ever just be you? Princess Charlotte is more than a child. She's a brand, a symbol, a vessel for history, identity, and power. And yet, the most powerful thing she might ever do is say no. No to the spotlight. No to the system. No to a destiny written without her consent. That would be the true revolution. Because the richest child in the world isn't just rich in money, she's rich in possibility. But in a world that wants to define her, will she ever get the chance to define herself? So now, we ask you, is Charlotte a modern fairy tale, or a modern tragedy in slow motion? If you were in her shoes, unimaginable wealth, unstoppable fame, unshakable destiny, what would you do? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We read them all. And remember, true power isn't in being watched. It's in choosing who you become. Subscribe now, because this was the story of the richest child alive. But the stories we tell next, they might just redefine royalty.